Hello and welcome to this broadcast of Seaway Hockey. My name is John Shepis, and with you, as always, apologize for that, coming at you from Richmond Ice Zone here in Richmond, Virginia, to play against the Richmond Ice Spiders. The Spiders are currently 1-5-1, but they've played a very, very difficult schedule so far this season. And so we are expecting a high-intensity game here today. The Spiders went 21-1-1 last year. Their two main top goal scorers were freshmen last year, still with the team, still playing this year. They both have 8 points. Let me see if I can get their names for you here in a second. It is, let's see, Maxwell and Beckett. Last year combined Maxwell had 48 points overall, and Beckett had 35. Now they're upcoming sophomores. So far, they've only had 8 points each this season, but played some tough competition. Christopher Newport was one of their teams this year, a good team from North Carolina. VCU, Georgetown were a couple others, and their most recent game was the tie, and I believe that was against, let me see, just to make sure. That was, against UNCW, University of North Carolina, Wilmington. Another very, very good program there. So their record's not great, but we expect to see a very, very good competitive match in this one. With me joining right now, or possibly in a couple,
go ahead and start the clock, please.
Couple seconds.
Wait, am I doing this?
Yeah, you're doing clock. Start the clock.
How's it going, Beluda here?
Back it.
How's it going, Beluda?
Hang on. Got headphone issue.
We're giving him a second.
Sorry about that. John had a little headphone issue.
No worries, no worries. This is our first travel game together. Of course, the team bus was a solid hour late for us, so we are a little discombobulated here at the rink. Still trying to get all our stuff in order, but should be a really good game. Let's talk about Joe Algaretti in net, the freshman, getting the away start here today. Can you tell me a little bit more of what you've seen from him so far this season?
Well, he's been playing great all year. Obviously, with him being a freshman, you always have the wonder of, how experienced is he going to be for going up against these guys who have played, at the college level for the last couple of years. We've seen Joe make amazing plays all throughout the season, and not just at our home games in DC, but also in some of his away games as well. And that is a big factor, because usually sometimes players and a lot of the young guys, they get a little nervous, especially when they're going on the road. So luckily, nothing was able to phase him, and he's been able to play great all season long.
Yeah, and that is the thing. So far this year, Catholic's 2 losses have come on the road. So we'll see how they respond against on paper underperforming Richmond team, but a very large, very aggressive Richmond team. Talking to one of their staff members earlier today, it sounded like they had a rough go of the first half of the season, but they have some guys who love to play hockey in this team.
Right. And one thing, that you stressed that I want to point out again, this Richmond team is high in numbers for their roster listing. We've had games where we see opponents, their roster, what was it, our Shippensburg game or our Nova game, they barely had enough players to go out on the ice. And Richmond has enough players for probably two full teams, maybe starting a third team as well. So the strength is in numbers definitely for Richmond. So we'll definitely get to see if their number-wise affects the game at all compared to Catholic's roster size.
Well, yeah, and we are missing 2 players tonight for personal reasons. Vaughn Smith is going to be out tonight, as well as Steve Wallace. So the senior and the junior out for us here, but we do have a new addition in Sorensen, the center. He's going to be playing, I believe, on the first line in the place of Steve Wallace here tonight. Let me get that up for you here in a second. But Sorensen, yeah, he's playing on the first line. Sorensen played with the team last year, had to step away from school for the first semester this year, but is back with us, a very high talented player. And then we also have another player back from injury, don't we? We have Billy Bronhart.
Oh, that's right. That's actually, and you know, the sad thing is, John, I was actually excited about that, about him finally coming back. But the fact that he hasn't played all season has made me wonder, wait, who's coming back? So yeah, but no, definitely excited to see Billy back on the ice today. He was excited. He told us he was excited to be suiting up for tonight's game, finally getting back out on the ice and playing with his boys. And then also, we're going to get a good opportunity to see Swanson out on the ice. You know, we met him today before we got on the bus to go down, and he is a big kid.
Yes.
He is a very big kid. You know, something that Catholic might not, you know, have as much in terms of size compared to all of our players. Definitely, but you know, he's definitely one of the bigger players on our roster now. You know, next to Steven and Billy. So it's good to have that size factor added on to this Cardinal roster.
Definitely, for sure. We also have Leitner back on the team. He was the kind of surprise. Coach did not inform us that he was dressing for, I believe, the Shippensburg game last semester, and Leitner is back here today. Another player who sat out for the Rutgers game, the one that we did not broadcast, but sat out for the Rutgers game, I believe, was Travis Duchesne. Travis Duchesne's second in points for the team right now, and he is back with us, coming back from that shoulder injury. Had the break to get better there. He said it's still hurting him a little bit, but he's good to play through it for the rest of the season. So very good news there. Duchesne has currently 16 goals on the season, right behind the other freshman forward, Kevin Rigatti, with 20. So, you know, these two freshmen leading the way for Catholic, and we expect to see really good things from them tonight. Now, like I said, without having Steve Wallace and Vaughn Smith today, we do have a little bit of a change up to the first 2 lines. Connor Cassidy is going to be playing on the first line as usual, but they're moving up Travis Duchesne to the first line, and then we play with Sorensen on that second line. Rigatti is going to be sitting there. Kevin Gizzard is moved back from first to second line, and then Ross Artle is moved up to the second line from third line. And it looks like this first line with Sorensen, Duchesne, and Cassidy should be getting started here right now. As the game has begun, Cards win the faceoff and bring it back into their own zone behind Algaretti in net. They will turn it over in the defensive zone, try to get it out. Now they do. It's Duchesne on a 2-on-1 with Cassidy. Duchesne, he'll pass it. The shot deflects off the skate of Cassidy, who wasn't able to handle it, but was able to direct it on net. Now it is the Spiders going the other way. Bring it across the blue line. Number 8. Number 8 centers the puck. A slapper was knocked down in front, and now Catholic able to clear. Number 8 is named Hall. He had 42 penalty minutes in the first couple of games, so definitely should keep an eye on him about his aggressive play style.
That's
good thing we have Billy back to complement
that is true.
both teams.
That's definitely going to be huge for us.
It's the Cards in the offensive zone. A stuff attempt around the backfield. Rigotti doesn't go. Puck still in the offensive zone, but held down by Richmond. Richmond trying to force it out. They just barely do. Through center and up to number 12. 12 in on Billy and tries to shoot it around Billy and on net, but goes wide. Catholic able to recover and clear it. A icing attempt here for the Spiders, washed out as Rigotti was able to get there. It is the Spiders who will come away with it though. Spiders through neutral, hit on the line was number 4 from Richmond by Brongard. And now it's going the other way for the Cards. It is Cassidy in the corner. He's got some help along the boards as he pushes it up at Sorensen there. Sorensen wearing Vaughn Smith's number, so I apologize if I get those two mixed up today. Again, Vaughn out of the lineup today for a personal reason. Puck goes back into the defensive zone for the Cardinals. It is Leitner fighting along the boards. Turned over, it's back to Richmond in the offensive zone for them, fighting along the boards, and now Catholic able to get it up to center, but not past the Richmond captain, who's waiting there and able to dish it back forward. Turnover here by bad pass in the defensive zone for the Cards, but Richmond able to possess it again. From the point, number 17 sends one down, gets deflected up and out of play behind Algaretti. A good setup, looking for the tip out in front. Was another Richmond player, but a great setup by number 17. Coach Will arguing that the face-off should come out of the zone, but they're keeping it to the right of Algaretti. Face-off won by Rigotti. Cards not able to clear it out though. Still loose in the defensive zone for a Catholic. Back below the net and around and possessed now cleanly. A shot from Richmond from the corner at the blue line. And that one went high off of Algaretti and now comes out. Put back in by Richmond, but Catholic able to possess. Pass through neutral, doesn't go, and Richmond puts it back in. It is Jake Rosner sitting back with it. He'll pass it up and fought for it along the boards. Richmond comes out with it. A shot, low angle, another shot that goes through the paint right in front of Algaretti, but no one was there for Richmond. Ross Artle putting the pressure along the boards, and he'll get it out to Kevin Hazard. Kevin Hazard trying to skate it out, unable to do so, and it gets put back behind the net again. Another attempt to clear the puck comes from Catholic, and we have a stoppage of play here as it looks like the Cardinals will be going a man up for the next 10 minutes. It's 16 exactly left in the first period, and we're at 0-0 here in Richmond. What did you see from that first 4 minutes so far?
Well, you know, we've seen Richmond more on the offensive attack more than Catholic, so definitely Cards more playing defensively starting off, but the Cards were really able to swarm to the puck. You know, Richmond really wasn't able to get into sort of a rhythm in terms of passing. They were just kind of more playing it quick and hoping for the best. So even though we haven't had a lot of offense yet, we've been seeing some good defense so far by the Cards.
Definitely. It is cleared, and now Catholic trying to bring it back up. The entry by Cassidy gets stolen away and back down to the area that Algaretti was patrolling. Another neutral zone pass intercepted, and Rigotti back to collect again. Rigotti bringing it up. 1:17 left on the power play. Rigotti, he'll bring it in the zone with a lot of speed, now below the net, along the board, stolen away from Richmond, and rifled right back down with 1:07 left in the penalty. 15:04 left in the first period. Cassidy now trying to get something going on this power play. So far, no shots and very little offensive zone time for the Cardinals. Cassidy has it turned over. A breakaway chance here from number 4 on Richmond. He is in a shot that glances off the shoulder of Algaretti and up into the safety netting above the net. And we'll get a stoppage of play there. Not a lot of stuff going so far on this Cardinals power play.
No, that was a great save by Algaretti in the goalie position. Steven Terenzio just kind of let the puck get a little bit behind him, and he kind of lost track of the Richmond player, just kind of snuck by him and was able to get on the fast break.
It's Kevin Gisard bringing it through neutral. Poke checked away, and possessed again here by Gisard. 26 seconds left in the power play to the Cardinals. Bring it in now, stolen immediately away by Richmond, sent to center, where they have a man, number 4 again, who had the fast break earlier. Number 4 dips around a defender, gets tipped high in the air, goes the puck, but Algaretti able to glove that down and pass it to one of his teammates. It's gone hard from the defensive zone. Now Behringer up to Rosnell. Penalty is over at 13:53, and it is Richmond possessing the neutral zone. Number 4, bring it in. Good defense by the Cardinals. They're able to get it back out to center, but stopped again there by Richmond. Richmond moving it through and into the offensive zone. Number 10 holds it. Passes it down low to his teammate. Look for a centering pass up top. Not there. Now a shot. Beats Algaretti over the stick side for a goal. 1-0 lead for Richmond. And like I said, Richmond had a tough first half of the season.
10-6.
But looks like they are still a very elite team out here. Trying to get the goal scorers here for Richmond for you. I'm not sure if you would know the names anyways, but we'll see if we can get them.
Beckett from Maxwell.
Maxwell?
Beckett from Maxwell.
Beckett from Maxwell, the two goal scoring leaders. That's number 9 for both of them, points-wise on the season. Get a stoppage of play here in the offensive zone for the Cardinals, and looks like offside, so it's coming back to neutral zone. It is Sorensen taking it here. Sorensen will lose the faceoff back to Richmond. Richmond possesses. 13:06 left in the first. Number 21 from Richmond, unable to get it out. Gets it back to Cassidy. Cassidy in front to Sorensen. Oh, sorry, that was Travis Duchesne. Travis's stuff attempt, not able to go. As it looked like it goes wide through the goalie's pass. Going the other way, a quick break, a nice centering pass, and a goal from number 6. And it beat Algaretti on the far side, and Richmond will go up
8 from 10.
2-0. And that is Ryan Hall with Beckett getting the assist. Hall was the one who had the 42 penalty minutes so far this season. A quick break off of the opening face-off after that from Richmond. They'll get a shot in on Joe, but he will stop that one and freeze it for a stoppage of play at 12:36. It's going to be at the right of Algaretti. Bugatti will win the face-off. Shot quickly stolen and shot on net by Richmond. Now Catholic with the puck in neutral. It's centered to Gisard. Gisard has an open lane, a shot. That's a goal. And we come back within 1. It is 2-1 here in Richmond. And a great dish by Regatti to Gisard there. A little bit of life right there, right?
92, 7, and 10.
Yep, that's right, John. As we just got the verification, the goal from scored by Gisard with the assist from Regatti. definitely a well-needed offensive strike for the Cards, but also a great job responding so quickly after that second goal scored by Richmond. So hopefully now that continues to give the Cardinals a little bit of momentum and helps them out with the rest of this finishing up this period.
Definitely. Face-off won by Richmond. Stolen away by Rigatti. Rigatti will bring it in. Rigatti's centering and gets poke checked away as he's handled it and went harmlessly towards the front of the net where it was frozen by the Richmond goaltender. Catholic changing lines. It looks like the ref here having a little bit of difficulty with how coach is getting his personnel out there, but no penalties should be coming here. We have the first line out there in Duchesne, Sorensen, Cassidy, and then we have Billy and PJ Keegan. Billy Bronhardt, of course. PJ Keegan on at defense. Currently at 12-10 in the first period. And once again, it is 2-1 Richmond after that goal by Kevin Zazard. Sorensen gains the puck off the face-off. He's fighting for it along the net. Flips it back up top to Keegan. Keegan now under pressure. And he'll give it up. Number 22, one-on-one with Billy the other way. Number 22 looking to get an edge. Sends it through the paint and harmlessly through. Now it's Cassidy the other way. Cassidy's got a head of steam and he's got Duchesne with him. Sends a shot towards the front. Hits the chest protector and down in the glove for the Richmond goaltender. And we get another stoppage at 11:46. So a lot of back and forth right now after that Zazard goal. Not a lot of sustained possession here so far.
And no, both teams are trying to play really quick, trying to get trying to get the leg up on the other, definitely trying to get the momentum on their favor.
It is Richmond coming through neutral. Number 24, a long shot that's easily gloved down by Algaretti. And we'll get a stoppage play there with 11:32. All personnel coming off for Catholic with new players on. It is the second line out there, looks like, for Catholic. Oh no, the third line getting a little bit of time. It's Wiltshire, Nally, and Leitner out there for the Cardinals on offense, with Terenzio and Rosner on the defensive side. Richmond coming through neutral. Back behind Joe in net and stolen away by Terenzio. Trying to clear it out there. Unsuccessfully does so. Another quick shot from the point there by Richmond. And now Catholic able to get it out. Tashuk possesses in center but pressured and loses it. Now Richmond will bring it in again. Richmond from a low angle now goes back below the net. A backhand pass in front of the net from below the goal line, but no one was there. Great defense trying to get that puck out of that paint from Catholic. Rosner now fighting for it along the boards. He's under pressure. He'll get it over to Terenzio. Still under pressure is Terenzio. Rigatti will come in to offer help, and will get it up to center to Zazard. Zazard, a 1-on-2, trying to drive towards the net. Gets bodied off the puck. Catholic still with it. It's Artel. Artel fighting for it. He'll get it down low to Rigatti. Rigatti poke checked away. He still has a chance to possess the puck. Tangled up between two defenders there. Still fighting for it is Rigatti. Now able to get it down low to a place where Artel will have a chance to get it, but unable to do so is Artel. Richmond bring it out, stolen by Behringer, and Behringer will bring it in. Behringer looking for a pass, there's no one open, and dumps it back down below the net. Now Catholic putting the pressure along the boards and stolen away by number 8 on Richmond. Richmond in the offensive zone, a high shot off Algaretti. A bad clear attempt, but now Rigatti will possess. He'll take it back and set up this offense. Rigatti, he'll try to get it set up to center, but no one there. Gets stolen, and Richmond back in the offensive zone. Pass shut down by the defender in front. No crossing pass there, and it's tangled up along the boards. Another crossing pass shut down by looks like Leitner there. And he'll get it up to Rigotti, who will come off the change. It is Keegan who possesses it off that change in the defensive zone. Tries to get it up to Cassidy. Cassidy unable to handle it, and Richmond will dump it in. Keegan possesses now for Catholic, passes it up, unable to find a Cardinal though. A quick backhander from a low angle comes smoothly across the ice for Algaretti, and he'll get his glove on it and stop that one at 8:36. Still Richmond leading 2-1. Catholic will win the face-off, send it around, and not out. Back below the net is Keegan. Keegan trying to find open space, doesn't find any, and he'll have to fight along the boards for it. Now back up to Duchesne, and Duchesne able to get it out to Cassidy. Cassidy, new neutral, in for Sorensen, and now Duchesne collects. Duchesne, a tap towards the net, another one goes through the paint. But it was behind the Cardinal player there. Cassidy stealing it through neutral zone, and now it is Terenzio who possesses. Over to Billy. Billy brings it through and dumps it into the offensive zone. Billy coming off for a change there. Richmond gains possession off the dump in, brings it back through. Richmond with a quick shot, shut down by Algaretti, and he'll push it to the side. Richmond possesses again here. Trying to get it out is Catholic, but the puck is set back towards Algaretti and shoveled away by a Catholic defender. Now up the other way is Cassidy. Cassidy had a chance to have some open ice, but it was shut down by number 18 from Richmond, and they'll bring it out. 15 now here from Richmond. Tries to put it through Jake Rosner's legs on defense. That gets shut down, but it's Richmond still fighting for it in the offensive zone. Number 22 here again, along the boards. Gets it back below the net. Gizard tries to center it for Terenzio, and he does. Terenzio will clear it to center, but number 17 for Richmond is waiting. Dumped back in by number 17, dumped back out by Terenzio, and now 18, the captain for Richmond, will collect. Terenzio shuts down another entry attempt by Richmond, and now it's Rigotti with Arno on the other way. A shot that squeaked through the pads of number 33 in net, almost crossed that line, but they got the whistle, and he got his glove down anyways in time to get that one at 6:26. Lead remains with Richmond 2-1. What do you like? What do you dislike so far from what we've been seeing the past couple months?
John, both teams are still keeping that quick momentum, which you do like to see overall. But Catholic's having a little bit of an issue keeping the puck on their side of the ice. They keep losing when they try to definitely get in the middle. Oh, and a quick score!
That was just right out in front, stolen by a Catholic player, and drove to the front of the net, tripped Bobby Orr style, and was able to get that goal. It's Ross, the freshman, looking good on that one. Great hustle, and we have a tie game here in Richmond.
And that refs announced this goal was scored by Ross Artell with an assist from Kevin Rigotti. So great job by Catholic.
It was his first goal of the year for Ross, and his first goal as a Cardinal there. So great stuff from him. We need every player to contribute if we're going to beat this Richmond team here today. Green line! It is going to stoppage of play at 5:51 as the Cardinals will send it in on net from neutral, and the goaltender for Richmond will stop it. And we get a face-off, which is won by the Cardinals to the left of the goaltender, but we quickly have the clock stopped for a penalty or a redrop.
Looks like it's going to be a penalty, number 4 for the Catholic.
That was a slashing penalty against Sorensen in his first game of the year. So penalty coming at the 5:47 mark, and Catholic will be a man down.
Now this will be interesting to see how Richmond takes it on this power play, being up 1 man. We saw them being able to handle Catholic when they were down 1. Now the tables have turned. We get to see how they do it.
It is Richmond possessing off the face-off, fighting for it along the boards is number 26. He'll pass it over to his defenseman, number 4. 4 back up to the point man. Point looking for some room. Tries to find it down low, and a loose puck in front of Algaretti, and we get a stoppage of play as he's able to get the glove on it. And not a lot of direction from that attempt there for the tip-in from number 10 at the point, but still gave Algaretti a tough time as there was plenty of traffic in front.
He plays defense.
It is 1 here by Richmond. Number 8 possessors, now back to number 10. Number 10 has pressure, gets it back over to number 8. Now, skating in a quick shot is number 6 from Richmond, and that gets gloved down by Algaretti. 10 here looking for a man on that back blue line. They're skating 3 along the blue line at many of points on this power play, with 2 down low, 1 in front of the net and the other one in the pocket. Shot on net, saved by Algaretti, scrambled, still loose in front, and Richmond will be able to gain his possession with 50 seconds left in this power play. Number 10 now down low, back up to number 8. Number 8 sends it in. Loose puck again, not seen by Algaretti, but able to get there in time as Duchesne clears it just to center, and that'll allow a couple seconds there to tick off. Re-entry real quick here by number 10. He's driving to the net. High shot that comes off of Algaretti and batted away by Brongard. Now, Richmond still possessing a crossing pass that very well could have been shot cleanly. We have another penalty though coming against Kevin Chazard for a tripping, and Catholic will be going down 2 men for the next 12 seconds. They're not getting good looks on the Richmond side though through this power play. They've generated shots and they've had a lot of puck possession in the offensive zone, but not a lot of great looks.
That has been the case, but now that Catholic is down now 5-3, it will be interesting to see how they respond to this.
Another 7 seconds until the door opens for Sorensen. It's open now as a shot comes from Richmond. Sorensen joins the play immediately. It is number 29 along the blue line. He'll pass it down low. Now a cross-ice pass to number 12 on the other side. He has trouble collecting the puck and will pass it back to number 17 along the blue line. A slow pass to number 26 gets through. A shot from 26. That is paddled away by Algaretti and into the corner. Richmond will maintain possession here with 1:19 left in the power play. A shot that gets tipped wide from Richmond. Now it's number 29 sending it in. A tip that had Algaretti fooled, but it was well wide of the net as his whole body was moving one way and the puck was moving the other. A tip-in attempt there, a low-angle shot there gets shut down by Algaretti. And we got a stoppage of play. 3 minutes left in the period. 1:02 left in the penalty. We remain even at 2. Great movement so far here on this second power play from Richmond. Number 8 has it at the blue line. Passes it towards the face-off dot. Down low, a shot, and that gets through Algaretti. Quick pass down low. Looked like it beat him short side along the post. at 2:48. So a noble
25
effort,
from 10.
noble effort from Catholic there, but it did not withstand the last 50 seconds of that second consecutive penalty. And they'll go down one here late in the first. Richmond has been winning a lot of the face-offs here. They'll win another one off the opener after that goal. They'll send it down low, below Alvaretti. It is loose in front, and now it is Gizzard, who was recently freed out of the box after that goal, who brings it out and dumps it into the offensive zone. Sorensen, Gizzard will fight for it. It's Richmond who gets through, and Richmond has a 2-on-1. Barnhard is the defenseman there. A shot, glove save, a diving stop by Algaretti, and he will just barely cover on top of that one, as it was loose for another second or two out in front. The player for Richmond had a wide open shot on Algaretti. We had a really good view from it from the scorekeeper's box. Got the glove, just able to knock it down and away, and then a follow-up chance had a sprawling Algaretti get there just in time and shut that one down. Face-off won by Richmond, quickly shot by onto net and quickly gloved down by Algaretti for another stoppage of play. It is Richmond gaining the puck again off the face-off, below the net, trying to pass it back up top, unable to do so because of Behringer. Now Cassidy works to get it up to Ross Artell. We get a stoppage of play here, as we will get a hooking call against Richmond. Number 4 for Richmond going off there. So we have the penalty is coming at 1:46 left in the period, so this one will carry over. It is back to Terenzio. Terenzio down low, a quick shot out in front, a tough save by the goaltender for Richmond. He'll get it, and it'll be cleared out with Cassidy looking to get this one back on offense. Cassidy again, bring it through neutral, and will bring it in himself. Cassidy puts on the brakes, passes it back to Rigotti. Rigotti over to Sorensen. Sorensen, a great shot there that just gets took wide. It is Cassidy. Down low to Duchesne. Duchesne loses the puck momentarily, and now 17 will clear it all the way down with 1:01 left in the period. Much better power play so far from Catholic, but still not great. It is Terenzio dropping it for Cassidy in neutral. Cassidy slowly bringing it up, and we'll bring it in. Now it's Rigotti. Rigotti dicing through center. Shot gets tipped high, trying to swat it in, but that would have been a high stick. Now it's the behind the back of the net. And that was played with a high stick, as Rigotti was the first person to touch it after it, and we will get an outside the zone face-off after that one with 32 seconds left in the period, 46 seconds left in the power play. It's Behringer controlling, he'll send it in, and Leitner in to follow. Leitner battling for it with Artell, and now they'll get it up top to Behringer. Behringer fighting for it along the boards, 8 seconds left in the period. Leitner will come out with it. He's got a chance to do something here with 3 seconds a shot, and that gets saved as the buzzer sounds. So we will go into the locker rooms down 1, 3-2 the score after 1. What was your opinion of that so far? Still have 15 seconds left in the power play, but that second power play compared to the first.
Well, it was a lot I feel like it was a lot better compared to their first power play attempt. They were able to transition the puck a lot better. Still a little bit of sloppy play going on a little bit towards the end. Definitely their overall key thing is they just got to keep making sure that they're able to finish on their drives and on their attacks, and hopefully, most likely, probably not this chance with 15 seconds remaining in the power play when we start the second period. But hopefully they're able to make these adjustments that they need to and perform better offensively.
Now, Chris Forte has just joined us in the scorekeeper's box. Would you like to say any words, Forte? He's a little camera shy, but we thought we would possibly give him a few moments of your time since we've talked so much about him the last couple of games. How's it going?
It's going good.
Are you enjoying the game from the perspective of the bench?
Oh yeah. Well, from the penalty box, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is there anything happening on the bench that's of particular interest out there? Or I saw that the refs came over to talk to Coach Will.
Coach Will just disagrees with the refs on all the calls because they're kind of soft calls, But overall, I thought the game was going pretty well despite the scoreline. We just get puck speed and get clean entries into the zone. Getting a little mixed up in the neutral zone, so we just need to do a little better. But other than that, I think it's going pretty well.
All right. Well, sorry for putting you on the spot. Thank you for cooperating.
No problem.
Now, Beluto, what would you do you have anything to say about how Algaretti's been playing in net so far tonight?
Well, he's been playing all right. Obviously giving up 3 goals in the first period. It's definitely not something any goalie wants to have on their stat sheet. But he's been having a lot of shots thrown at him by Richmond, as we've been saying all game. Richmond is striking very quickly offensively, so they're throwing a lot of shots at Algaretti. There were a couple of moments where it was really cluttered in front of him, so really would have messed up his sight a lot. We saw him with that happening. He was able to make some plays, and then then it was moments like that really when the puck just got by him. And the first goal actually he gave up, it was just another one of those flutters, and he couldn't find the puck. He went to the right side of the goal, like he shifted from the left to the right, and somehow, surprisingly, the puck was over on the left side, so they were just able to dump it right behind him the second he repositioned.
Yeah, no, he seems like he's been coming up with some really, really good stops so far today. But at the same time, with low shots from the point, Richmond has been able to get so many bodies in front of the paint that the ones that stay low have been, getting stopped by the pads of Algaretti, but he just doesn't know where they're coming from. It's not really a clear in his sight line so far tonight. So hopefully Coach will talk about how to clean that up in the second period. We have about I'd say like 20 Richmond fans in the stands today. Not super boisterous from what I've heard so far tonight. We were warned before coming into this game that there are some diehard Richmond fans, which coming out on a Saturday night at 9 o'clock, I guess that has to be true, but not too many aggressive calls from the Richmond fans so far tonight. All right, I think do you have anything else to say for first intermission wrap up?
Well, just overall, just things to expect going into the second period. Just look for the Catholic defense to kind of shape it up a little bit. Billy, Nolan, and Steven, they're going to sharpen up. They're probably going to play a little bit better here this second period and give Joe the necessary help he needs. And then also look for Travis Duchesne, Connor Cassidy, and Kevin Gizzard to just keep pushing the attack on that offense and try to keep putting in some goals.
All right, well, yeah, we'll take a couple-minute break. We'll see if we can possibly get Coach to agree for us to maybe meet with one of the players here tonight and get a full recap of how they felt the period went. But this is, once again, John Shepis and Ryan Beluda, and we will be back in just a couple.
I'll make sure these are still cold, or I might have to put them in the box.
So you got like 50 max so far?
Yeah, I just played your bit. I was like, I wanted you to come on just so they would like know your voice, and then like,
So they know who the hell this kid
yeah.
is.
Who's this kid?
Hi. Hey there, Stat. My name is Chris Waltite.
I know what I was about to say. Like, I felt pretty okay about what I said.
I never know what I'm saying after that, dude.
I felt okay with that. I didn't stutter at all or anything, so.
Beers are still cold, so that's all that matters.
Yeah.
I was worried because I was like, I'm walking in here, I'm like, it's not cold. And I look, it's fucking space heater setting my leg on fire.
I was like standing by you guys. So I'm like, what's this warm feeling I'm getting right now?
They're like, just to secure that this stays cold.
I mean, they're pretty cold, but I got you your two.
Sweet.
It was $8, not $5.
All right, let me see if I have any singles on me. Was it really $8 for that?
No.
Yeah, oh wait, yeah, I got the bottles instead of the 6. So
Oh wait, you got a
It's
6-pack?
$5.58,
no,
so whatever.
I was going to get two, so that's fine. So yeah, like fuck the 58 cents then. Well, because at first I didn't find the big bottle, so I was okay, fuck it, I was just gonna get you a 6-pack.
Well, the bottles were not in the fridge. So
Yeah,
we're
well, like
both
I
close
put
up and,
them in between everything.
Oh yeah, you put them in nuts.
That's for cleaning pucks, guys.
No, that's to keep pucks cold.
Yeah, it's to keep them frozen.
Like they're just.
We can ask the guy.
Hey, dude, can I throw
Dude,
these?
can we-
I have
can
two
we
warm.
throw-
I'm like, dude, I have 2 warm Guinnesses. Can I throw them in here?
Alright, I'm gonna see.
I'm like, get away from me. I'm like,
Wait, is it cold? Is it cold?
it's just like colder than
Well, I'm just hoping. I mean, those should be fine, and your things should get cold because I put them in between everything.
Alright, sweet. Yeah, it's cold enough down here. Should we try to go talk to one of the players?
Probably doubt it.
Doubt it.
There's no way the coach is gonna let them talk like right now.
Oh no, like not right now. I was talking like once he gets out.
Oh no, that's warm. Like feel that.
I just put my hand in a bucket of ice.
Funny, don't ask questions that don't pertain to you.
I kind of wanted to get what they have, the food.
Yeah, but they close.
Did they close?
Yeah, they're closed. I know.
Why is it every time we have a game, it's almost closed right when it's our game?
Alright, so that guy's not allowed to look down. Ever.
He's still going to notice.
No, if he asks, just because most likely he's gonna ask you, just be like, hey buddy, it's gonna be a long ride home.
We have a 2-hour bus ride.
Right.
So what'd you get yourself?
I just got like a 6-pack of Bud Light.
Yeah, this kid was telling me that the head Brad on the orange stripe, he said that he was an NHL player.
Hey,
I looked him up and it showed me. He played for like Pittsburgh and LA or something.
Wait, what's his name?
Scott Gruel. I tried looking him up, but I have like no service here. Like literally.
Yeah, no, I.
Yeah, I don't know.
I tried to look it up
now.
because I wanted to see how many people were listening, but yeah. So when the intermission's over, it's probably gonna go back to 50.
They'll probably spike back up.
Yeah, I'm assuming so.
So do you periodically just play people's sound clips that they did?
Yeah, like at the end of breaks or beginning of breaks.
Yeah.
Should we just tell him?
I'm just gonna be like, I hope you don't mind playing. It's a long bus
They're
ride.
not open.
They're not open. They're not. Let's just see. You just asked him if he did get food.
I'm like hungry, man. I want to
Go to the snack machine. They gotta have a snack machine.
I
I definitely saw one. Go get one of the big cinnamon rolls.
Bro, we'll swing by Wawa right before we leave. You can get a sandwich or
Oh,
something.
Uber to Wawa.
No, it's literally like right down the
Oh,
street.
sweet. Is it really?
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, we gotta move it though, like book it here. Well, how much was the Uber?
I split it with Chris, so it was like $6 each, like after both of the rides.
Okay.
So it was 3 both ways.
Do you want if you put the stuff away, I can buy you a sandwich on to pay you back for the Uber. Does that sound good?
That's fair.
that is. Oh, you just get that done?
Yeah, I got it yesterday.
Oh, really?
Nice.
Oh,
And
nice.
it's still swung like a fucking baseball.
Where'd you get done at?
Carry shoots, I'd say.
Oh, nice.
Looks like better ice than the fort.
I mean, everything beats everything. Like booing them.
I love it.
Yeah, like we've heard, like we were like warned that like the fans get like a little into it.
Oh no, you Mars fans, they always so shit faced.
Yeah.
I mean, so serious. When they played VCU,
Yeah.
during that huge brawl they had, fucking they started throwing like full beer cans on the ice.
Nice.
Oh my gosh.
Like we got that bad.
We had Yo.
Oh, we didn't get you.
You said what you wanted, like you just said a banana to get it.
Oh, we didn't get
Oh, I forgot. That's a great combination.
Shit, if you want to stop mine,
You said to get it?
No.
is that beer?
Oh yeah. I bought. Yeah, look. Yeah, they were warm and it's
Yeah, is
gonna be
that-
a long.
is that
it's
chill?
It's a long bus ride back.
How far is the school?
It's like 2 hours.
2 hours.
Where y'all located?
DC.
Alright, should we jump back on here?
Yeah. I'll give it a couple of seconds. They just come.
Alright, I'm fine with giving it a couple seconds. We still have a solid 3 minutes left in the song to go, so you know.
Oh yeah. Oh, Chris, shut up!
Oh, yeah.
That's why I wanted you to shut up.
Is this one of y'all's?
No, that was fine. It's like, please, sir. Chris is like, yes, master. I'll listen to you. I completely forgot he asked for a Gatorade and a banana.
I totally forgot about what Steve wanted.
I was more concerned about what freaking Billy wanted, and then you had to go and get cheese.
I had to get my cheese at Wegmans.
Yeah, he's just like, oh, Wegmans has this like nice cheese, and it's like, you can only get it at Wegmans, dude. Beluda, we have to get it at Wegmans. I'm like, you're weird.
Oh, I'm weird.
Yeah, dude, you have 2 blocks of cheese just sitting in your backpack.
Yeah, who wouldn't? It's Wegmans cheese.
Shit, if I could, I would bring a 4-gallon fucking cookie.
Alright. Rich Waller. No, Coach Carter? Nobody? Rich Waller? Rich Waller?
Let's do this.
Alright, we are back
do this.
here at Richmond getting ready for the second period as the skaters have taken the ice. We had the first line out there with Sorensen, Cassidy, and Duchesne, with Terenzio and Rosner as a defenseman. The team just coming off the power play now at 19:40. That first 15 seconds being the end of that last power play. Catholic will dump it into the offensive zone for Richmond and get called for an icing. So coming all the way back out to the right stick side of Algaretti. 1934 in the second, 3-2 lead Richmond off of that late power play goal from the Spiders. It is Richmond possessing a low shot from the point, sent in by Richmond, shoveled away by Algaretti. Now fought along the corner, another shot that goes wide, and Duchesne fighting along the boards to get it out now. Not successful, sent back in, a slow shot, sent down low, and we will get a stoppage of play. Another penalty looks like coming here against Catholic. Let's see exactly what's going on. And it is Terenzio? No, it is Sorensen once again.
Don't let him make the call for you.
Sorensen, second penalty of the game for him.
What do you call you for? Hey, what do you call for?
It is Richmond winning the faceoff. Holding it is number 29. A shot in, and that gets deflected up and out. Lost that puck. Did not know where it went. What's the call on Sorensen there?
Sorensen got 2 minutes for a slashing penalty on that one, John. Sorensen definitely did not agree with that penalty, but you just can't argue with the call the refs make.
It was on a play of a Richmond player driving to the net. Looked like they just got kind of tangled up. Didn't exactly see a slash there. Myself, at least. It is possessed here by Richmond on the power play with 1:30 left. 3-2 still remains Richmond. Number 26 holds up top to number 21. His passing lane gets shut off. He'll have to turn around and pass it back down low. A slow pass through the center. That's stolen by Catholic and cleared all the way down. Bizarre to chase as 21 is down there for Richmond. Now Rigotti getting in the play. Rigotti stealing the puck in the offensive zone on the penalty kill. Rigotti tangles it up along the boards, and now Richmond able to bring it out with 52 seconds left on the power play for Richmond. Number 8 brings it. Number 8 takes a wide angle as he enters and has it stolen away by Brongard. Once again, back from that injury, that upper body injury that's been bugging him all season. Great to see one of our best enforcers back on the ice. Number 6 comes through the neutral zone, in on Algaretti, a save, another shot, that goes wide. It was saved by PJ Keegan. Initial save by Algaretti. PJ Keegan came out of nowhere diving to get that one as it trickled past Algaretti. Richmond still possessing in the offensive zone. A slap shot, that goes wide. Another shot, that gets shut down by Algaretti. A big hit attempt by Richmond, and we have a call coming. Avoided what Cassidy just barely avoided that hit. And we get a stoppage of play as no penalty occurred as the Richmond player went in for that hit, but the net got knocked off. And what a sequence of events as the penalty expires on Sorensen. What do you think of that?
I mean, I'm still in shock from that. That was a great save.
We got a quick chance the other way with Cassidy. Sorry to cut you off there. It is Duchesne now possessing. Down low to Cassidy, and that was stolen away. Continue what you were saying there, Beluda.
Yeah, well, Joe made a great save, and then the bounce off of his body looked like it was going to go into the goal. And then Patrick Keegan coming out of nowhere, making a great save, and then a couple of seconds afterwards, you saw Keegan make another save with his body, and then Joe throwing his body into the puck to avoid a goal.
A great sequence right there, all around from Catholic, as we're sitting now on our feet. As Catholic, a big hit by against Sorensen. He'll pop up. Looks like he's holding that arm, and we get a stoppage of play as another penalty is coming. And let's see what the call is here. No number called. Now it's Sorensen coming off there, his third of the game.
And he's getting 2 minutes for a hooking penalty.
I didn't know his number at first. I'm not sure if it...
Coming out to fucking skate.
Not sure exactly, didn't exactly see it there. I did see a big hit involving Sorensen. the Cards go down a man again with 15:53 left in the second, and Richmond up 3-2. Richmond possessing. It's back to number 8. Number 8 over to his partner along the blue line. Now down low, it's number 10 driving in. A shot attempt, a great save by Algaretti as he went post to post on the centering or the crossing pass and shut down the shot on the far side by number 6 to keep this just a 1-goal lead by Richmond with 1:35 left in the penalty to Sorensen. Now it's number 10 again. His shot ricochets up and off the ceiling of the rink, so we will get a stoppage of play. It is to the right of Algaretti. Number 26 will take it for Richmond behind the net. Not too much pressure. He'll get it back up to number 8. Number 8's crossing pass. No one home for that with 1:15 left in the power play. Catholic able to get it out. Sent back in, but still offsides is Richmond. It is Rigotti holding in his own offensive or defensive zone, and now we'll send one in on net. A follow-up chance by Gazard as he came in out of nowhere to tip that one back on net, but the defenseman was just barely aware enough on that one. Now the other way, number 10 drives in, hits off the top of the outside of the net, and now still held by Richmond. Richmond another shot. A pass through and now out of the offensive zone for Richmond with 32 seconds left on the power play to the Spiders. 6 will bring it in for Richmond. Poke checked away by Cassidy, but right back to another Richmond player. Held along the blue line. It's number 10. Number 10 looking for a lane. He shoots, doesn't get through. Now number 6, he'll pass it down low to number 35 and sits down below the net and cleared out by Catholic with 5 seconds left. Sorensen ready to get out of the box. The exit by the Spiders was unsuccessful. Duchesne holds it below the net. His centering pass, no one home there, but Cassidy will collect it along the boards. Cassidy fighting for it here now. Now Keegan keeping it in, and it'll pop out. It is a 2-on-2 going the other way with number 10. Duchesne back on defense. A shot lost by Algaretti, but he was able to get a body on it anyways and keeps it out. Now number 18 for the Spiders will dump it back down low. Catholic possesses here and gets it into neutral. It is Sorensen over to Duchesne, and Duchesne has trouble, gets it back to his defenseman, Brongard. Lost there by Keegan in the defensive zone for Catholic, trying to get it out again here. It is Duchesne along the boards. Takes a misstep with the puck, and Richmond possesses a centering pass by Richmond. That had a chance to go if it got through, but great defense in front. And the net is knocked off its moorings once again with 12:58. Still 3-2 here, and what a last couple of minutes. I mean, both these teams are playing a really hard game.
Yeah, John, they both showed up to play. Really, today we've seen some amazing plays, especially by Algaretti at goal, Patrick Keegan defensively, and we saw that nice sort of almost trickery play, if you would, in terms of Rigotti just sending the puck down long, and then Gazard trying to come out of nowhere and try to shoot it, get it in while Richmond wasn't looking.
It is possessed down below the net by Catholic. Their own net, and now Duchesne will bring it into the neutral zone. Duchesne around a defender. He's in, gets a backhand shot loose. A stuff attempt on the second attempt, and lucky for Richmond, that play got called dead, but that puck just hitting the goalkeeper's pads for long enough to get that whistle, but great entry and great speed there by Duchesne.
Well, John, I think Richmond kind of got away with like a lucky break right there. I didn't think the goalie had possession of the puck at all. It looked like he tried to block, he tried to cover it with his body, but it was just you kind of saw it floating in the air a little bit. before the rest of the players just kind of swarmed over near him.
It is an icing here against Richmond with 12-19. So Catholic get it back in the offensive zone. We have Rigatti, Gisard, and Artel out there right now for Catholic. On the offensive side with Terenzio and Rosner. That same defensive pairing staying out there on defense. Catholic will lose the face-off, but possesses it in neutral zone. Rosner tries to get it up. He's hit as he does so, and the puck is turned over. A slow shot comes in from the blue line by Richmond, and Algaretti will calmly cover that one. The fan number has grown here to maybe about 30 or 40 now.
Richmond fans are definitely getting a little more hyped up, especially when the players are getting on their side of the glass.
Definitely. We're even booing the CUA players that are coming back out onto the ice after the first intermission. It is Richmond possessing in neutral. Now trying to bring it in is number 22. He's pushed off the puck by Kevin Gisard. In neutral again is Richmond. They'll bring it in, number 25. He'll send it towards net, and that's hit by the stick of Algaretti away from harm's way. Gisard possesses. Gisard looking for space. He'll just dump it in, and Rigatti will pursue it. Rigatti not able to get there first, but able to pick the pocket of the defender. Now possessing it below the net, trying to get it back up. Rigatti still fighting for it, and now it pops out as far as Rosner will get it to Artel. Artel's dump-in attempt unsuccessful, and it'll go the other way. It is Algaretti losing an edge behind the net. He'll get there in time. Get back up in time. Another shot that goes high over the glove of Algaretti, and now almost out, kept in there by number 18 for Richmond. A hit behind the boards comes from Rosner, but Richmond still possessing. And that one, a shot in on Algaretti, tipped up before it could make it there, and hits the ceiling once again. Algaretti looked like on that dump in, tried to go back and stop the puck, and just fell down in the back. 10:32 left in the second, almost exactly halfway through this game. Richmond possessing off the face-off. Richmond hit by Behringer behind the net. A shot coming in from the point, loose still, and Catholic able to get it to neutral. Number 18 possession for Richmond. He will send it in as far as Leitner. Leitner will get it over to Neil Cavanaugh. We haven't seen him yet today. Cavanaugh was unable to make the touch there, though, and he will get an icing against Catholic. 9:58. No goals so far in this first period, in the second period, as the score remains 3-2. Puck sitting at the left of Algaretti. It is Catholic who's able to get it out off that icing. Could be going down for another one as Canale will pursue that just strongly enough to be able to wash out the icing. Number 6 bringing it in for Richmond. Number 6 through defenders. A great drive to the net. A great save by Algaretti, who has continued to look fantastic throughout the night. Now it is below the boards, tipped in off the skate of Algaretti. You never saw it coming. Hit the skate and knocked behind him, and it is a 2-goal lead, 4-2 for Richmond. Could actually be an own goal here from Catholic. yeah, that is an own goal against Jake Rosner. Not sure if you could hear that one, but ref coming up to us just saying that one was pure bad luck on the side of the Cardinals. 9-13. Seaway moving it forward. It's Duchesne. Duchesne taps it along the boards to Sorensen. Now Duchesne below the net. Sends it in front. And Sorensen unable to get there. And now it's the other way. It's a 3-on-2 in favor of Richmond. A drive to the net, centered through, and we get a stoppage here. As it looks like
we're getting a penalty on a Richmond player
who is arguing his case, number 6. No penalty coming, but in neutral zone face-off.
Looks like it's a deflection on number 6.
High stick.
Trying to plead his case, saying he wasn't up.
8:51. Catholic will win the face-off, and trying to move it the other direction, quickly turn it over to Richmond. It is Duchesne in the defensive zone. Duchesne looking for Cassidy. He'll find him through neutral. Cassidy will bring it in. Putting on the brakes is Cassidy. Dances around number 17. He'll find room. Shot, and Sorensen just missed the puck on the centering attempt there. It's 4 the other way. 4 against Brongard. Brongard will plow him into the boards with 8:15. Now Catholic able to get it out. It's Cassidy making a nifty move out of the zone, but it is turned over at the red line. Now Duchesne will dump it in for Catholic as the Cardinals will go for a change. Keegan goes for a hit on number 4. Remember, Keegan only about 5'5" on a good day. Goes in for a hit on a much taller number 4 for Richmond. Puts on the pressure for them. Rigotti driving to the net. Rigotti, he'll score! And we are back within 1 at the 7:43 mark. Rigotti, you just know when he finds that lane, he can do magic. And he did it right there. Skates right through the paint. Looked like he faked the backhand initially and then put it in on the far side. Once he had already passed the goaltender, a great play by Rigotti, and we are back in this one.
Well, you know, the number one thing Rigotti was saying the entire ride down here was that I'm making some stats tonight. I'm going to be in the stat column no matter what. And he has been. He's been getting assists for our goal and getting a goal for himself right there.
And that is, I believe, his 21st. A shot there on Algaretti, and a great glove save by him as the Richmond player had a wide open lane to shoot that one. Algaretti coming well out of his crease, cutting down that angle, and getting his glove there. Richmond wins the puck off the face-off, but it is Rigotti sending it into the neutral zone. Now Richmond again, number 15, a shot in, blocked away by the pad of Algaretti. Another shot that goes wide, collected by Richmond. A great shot there too from a low angle, but the pad of Algaretti beat him. Now it's the captain from the point, and that is swallowed up by Joe once again to keep this a 1-goal game. And at the 6:52 mark, we have a great game right now in our hands, and it has been specifically all this period. Now, first period was some good stuff, but this period has been absolutely.
This is a great period so far, John. One can only imagine what the third's going to look like.
Oh, definitely. I think we're in store for some good stuff. It is Duchesne taking it, shooting it from neutral ice. A solid shot from neutral, but easily controlled by the goaltender for Richmond.
Well, you know, Duchesne plays with a lot of confidence.
He does.
For being a freshman, he has as much confidence as he's already been here for 4 years, which is something that you like to see out of your younger players.
It is possessed off the face-off by Richmond. Bring it up to the neutral. and into the offensive zone. Number 13, he gets smushed out in front of center ice. Al Goretti able to get that shot controlled. Coach Will yelling a lot towards his players. He wants them to get a lot more physical through the rest of this one.
Which I really think is what is going to be a key factor for them if they want to take over this game. They got to start being more physical than Richmond is. We've seen Richmond try to put it on some hits on some of the Catholic players. We especially saw one of the Richmond players trying to hit Patrick Keegan on the boards, but Keegan made a great play and evaded that.
And a routine today, diving save by Al Goretti. We didn't even broadcast it in real time. Great stuff from him again, as he was able to get a stoppage of play as play continues now with 6:02 in the offensive zone for Richmond. Possessed below the net. Richmond looking for a lane to shoot. They got a passing lane up to 21. 21 from the face-off dot. Skates in and shoots, and that is saved. Now the other way, it's Cassidy. Cassidy looking for room. He'll put on the brakes and center it up. Tip is a centering pass, but Behringer able to keep it in off the tip. Cassidy again in the corner. Fighting for it along the boards. Cassidy's been so good all season on this first line. Really likes to orchestrate things and is very good at orchestrating things on this first line.
Oh, a great poke check right there by Behringer.
Now it's a two-man rush. Now a one-on-one as Duchesne was in and just missed. I think the goalie got a shoulder on it. Duchesne and Ross Artel in on that one. And great opportunity there for Cardinals as they're trailing by 1, 4-3. Sorry if it seems like our broadcasting is cutting out just a little bit. Wi-Fi is a little shaky here in Richmond, so we apologize for that. Keegan will get it out of the defensive zone and up to Rigotti. Rigotti takes a slap shot that did not settle for him, and once the puck sent back in by Gizzard, easily controlled by the Richmond goaltender, and we get another stoppage of play. 4:36 left in the period. 4-3 is your lead from Richmond. Rigotti taking the face-off. Back to Keegan. Keegan's shot gets tipped as it goes around, and Keegan now has to keep it in the offensive zone. He gets it up to Ross, but Ross is double-teamed and taken out the other way. Now it's number 8 the other way. He's got a breakaway chance, shut down by Al Goretti as he stands up again, and now Rigotti getting in, hitting, trying to get something going physically for his team. A shot here, another save by Al Goretti at 4:05. He's just been playing out of his mind in this second period. Probably best goalkeeping we've seen from him all season. Here's puck out in front and hit away by the Cardinal defenders. It is Gizzard who controls, and he'll bring it out. Gizzard bring it all the way through. A slow shot from as soon as he enters, and that gets shut down by the Richmond goaltender. 3:38 left in the second. I'm out of breath. There's so much stuff going on. It is Will Tashuk taking the face-off. He'll lose it to Richmond. Number 4 possessing in the defensive zone for the Spiders. And now Richmond able to get it to neutral. Send it all the way down to the south of Al Goretti. Fought for by number 4 and stolen away by Keegan on avoided hit. Sorry, that's Canale. Canale just barely avoided a hit, and Richmond went hard into the boards, and we get a stoppage of play here. As
it looks like we're getting a penalty right here on number 4 for Richmond.
And he came around, I believe, with was that a high stick or a slap?
Interference.
Interference That makes sense.
I'll say.
As you know, he missed on the hit, but definitely got his body to keep Canale from playing that puck. So good call there from the refs. Refs have been doing a pretty good game so far today. We've definitely had worse teams to deal with. So very fortunate to have our refs with us today.
What are you talking about?
Catholic possessing it on the power play in their own zone. Now bringing it up to Sorensen. Sorensen drops it off to Duchesne. Duchesne gives it to Rigotti. Rigotti over to Cassidy. Cassidy lines up a slapper. Just gets hit by the pad of the goaltender. Still loose and still on the ground is the goaltender. Now he's up. Centering pass not there. Duchesne, another shot. That gets deflected. Backhand. Another opportunity. Another backhand. Duchesne thought they scored, but it went wide. No penalty, as you heard. Now there's a penalty, and we will see who that's coming to. And what do we have here? It's going to be a penalty against Catholic.
And looks like they're going to go number 4, Summerson again on this time a high stick penalty.
He didn't know. He didn't even know what that penalty was for. So some questions there. Just praise the.
How am I doing on the stat sheet?
Praise the.
What? How am I doing on the stat sheet today?
Praise the refs there. But
You got
not
2
sure about
penalties.
that one.
That's it? Dude, I have like 2 assists. What are you talking about?
Has some chatter between.
You didn't tell me anything about that.
So I only have 2 penalties on the score sheet?
From Richmond.
Oh.
As we're at 4-on-4 here with 2:06 left in the second. Possessed by Richmond in their own zone. It is Rigotti and Gizzard giving pressure, and now Richmond moving through into the offensive zone. Sent over, centering shot, centering pass and shot by number 10, and that was shut down by Algaretti. Now it's Richmond trying to make a push again here. It's Pizzaferato out there for Catholic. Shot that gets tipped up and high off the glass. And now Richmond still possessing on this 4-on-4. Loose puck in front, and Algaretti able to wind down long enough, get it covered long enough for the whistle. So we get a stoppage of play with 1:13 left in the first. 4 seconds left on the 4-on-4 as the Richmond player will be released, and then it'll be another 52 seconds before Sorensen's released from the box. So this face-off in the defensive zone for Catholic on the 4-on-4. Penalty is over now as number 4 for Richmond will jump right into play. Can Catholic hold on to this? Just down by 1 with 39 seconds left on the power play. Quick shot, and that will beat Algaretti. Not what Catholic wanted here in this second. As COA will go down 5-3 with 53 seconds left in this second period. Did you see the shot on that play?
That's just another one of those bad luck moments that Joe's been dealing with all game. That was just one where he just kind of lost focus of it and just went right between his skates.
It was a quick shot there too. It didn't look like it was going to come from what I could tell. They're talking a little bit about what the deal with Sorensen for the rest of the game is going to be. He's been released from the box this time, but since he's gone to the box, I believe it's been 4 times that Sorensen's been in the box. Again, tough night for Sorensen. A lot of times he's not really sure exactly what he's done.
His numbers, how many penalties he has.
but just making sure that if he got another, he would not be ejected from the game. Was Coach Will there? Set in delayed offsides against Richmond, as Catholic will be patient with it. It's Terenzio. Terenzio bring it up to Gizzard, and Gizzard unable to possess. Back in the defensive zone for Catholic. It is number 4 centering it up. That pass doesn't go, and with 19 seconds, Cassidy's going the other way with Duchesne. It's a 2-on-1. A pass over to Duchesne. Duchesne, shot goes wide, and it gets tipped off the net, but we have a penalty coming here against Richmond with 10 seconds left in the second period. That is a hooking call coming to number 25 for Richmond. 2 really rough breaks so far here today for in the second for Catholic. We had the own goal from Rosner that was, as the ref said when he came by, just dumb luck. As Bronhard will just take it back into his own zone and kill the second half of the rest of the second period. Catholic will be on the power play for the next 1:51, the clock says. But since 2 very bad luck goals, the own goal from Rosner and then that quick shot that Algaretti just didn't see. He's been playing spectacular, but
Yeah, Algaretti's been playing really great, especially this second period as well. And we had when the ref skated over after those 2 goals that he gave up this period, they're whispering, just that was bad luck. This just unfortunate on his end. But he's been playing very well tonight. Despite giving up the 5 goals here.
I've been a Capitals fan for a long time, and I'm familiar to bad bounces, and I think we've had a couple here against Catholic so far tonight. Some really good chances, a lot coming from Travis Duchesne, who was unable to get a goal in that second period. He's the last man off the ice at the end of the period here. But I think I know that Catholic is down 2 goals right now. I definitely would not count them out for this upcoming third period.
They still have a minute 51 remaining in their power play that they'll start off going into the third. Which, and honestly, they need to capitalize on that, especially. That way, it'll drop the deficit down to a 1-goal difference, and then it'll give Catholic the momentum that they need going into the rest of the period.
Yeah, and one thing that I kept hearing over on the bench from Coach Will is focus. If we can just focus, we can beat this team. And I think that's very true. They've just been, one touch away from getting that extra step on Richmond all game long. One extra pass, one extra, a little extra speed there, or a little extra of a just even a little bit of extra handling or whatever like that. We saw some moments they just lost the puck from them, or we had a moment Duchesne tried to dump it along the right to his right, but the puck went left. So it's just little sloppy things like that as well. So definitely making sure that they stay focused as they're still in this game, no doubt. So they definitely need to keep their minds right and be ready for this third period. For sure. And again, we'll try to see if there's a better network to connect on for this third period. Want to take a look at the comments here in the chat. We're just bringing it up again. Wi-Fi is not great in the booth where we're at. Do we have any good ones in there?
Well, a lot of them, especially 12 seconds ago, we got a couple of off-the-air messages, so we do apologize for that with the Wi-Fi situation we're having here. Couple of questions here, just to try to fill you in. Score right now 5-3 Richmond over Catholic at the end of the second period. Let's see here.
Trying to keep you updated with scores as much as possible, but there is so much happening, especially in that second. So
overall key takeaways after the second period. Just looking at the stat sheet here, 2 goals scored by Richmond, one scored by Catholic. The goal was scored by Kevin Rigatti, if I do believe, but stat sheet, I think we just had a little misunderstanding. The stat sheet had it listed under for Ross Artell. Ross Artell was involved on the assist, but we did see Rigatti finishing that up and putting it in. And then also, big takeaway in terms with penalties over that second period. Sorensen now has a total of 4 penalties in this game. So that's definitely a huge factor. Coach Johnson definitely has a little bit of a worry now with him going into this third period. Hopefully, we'll see if he's still going to be playing in this third period, because if not, losing another man will definitely hurt the Cardinals going into this final period.
And it's so hard, I'm sure there's a lot of pressure on him. First game all season. Great talent, Sorensen, but he's trying to fill the role of we have Vaughn out and we have Wallace out today. So those are 2 big pairs of shoes to fill. And I hope he's not trying to do too much out there.
Yeah, and we've seen it, especially the 4 times he's been coming into the box. He's getting a little aggravated at himself, because he knows that these are somewhat bad penalties. A lot of times we were wondering why is there another penalty right now? And when we see Sorensen getting into the box, we're thinking, what did he do? Or it's like.
And he's asked the ref at least twice about what the penalty is.
He's asking them. He's been asking them, what did I do? This penalty, what made it that penalty? Because I felt like I was doing that. I was fine. So he's definitely aggravated with himself a little bit for having the 4 penalties. He's definitely aggravated with the refs for them giving him 4 penalties. So hopefully he can stay focused, as hopefully Coach Johnson will continue to play him here in the third, and hopefully he can finish out this game strong.
Definitely. Let's. Why don't we take a break? See if we can get the Wi-Fi situation a little bit better for you guys. If we cut out, I do apologize, but we'll. As long as the music's playing, nothing will change, sadly. But we'll try to get everything figured out as best as we possibly can here. Let's. Also, Forte was complaining that he was a little hungry, so we'll see if we can get him some M&Ms from the snack machine as well. So with that, let's take a quick break.
Sorensen's pissed.
Well, okay, I don't know.
Okay. What the? Okay, the high stick, he was on the ground.
Yeah, that's what I was
I don't know.
He was on his fucking back.
If anything, I thought it was a tripping, but I don't know what the fuck a high stick was doing there.
Right.
I think all their calls were wrong calls. Like it could have been like another penalty, but they called it a different penalty that was
Look how many
no way
fucking
it was
hooks. Dude, their penalties are high sticks and hooks.
Yeah.
Like, we've never had a hook penalty.
These guys these refs are stupid. But I'm also thinking, because like Coach was yelling at them, that they're kind of biased now.
Yeah, like they're pissed. Like they're not liking Coach.
They don't like Coach, and then I don't know how it's always Sorensen though. Like I said,
Yeah,
it's always Well, no. Well, the funny thing was, ready for this, because they're calling out on the player, like our guy who's on the ground. They said it was Sorensen. It wasn't Sorensen. It was Nolan.
Man.
It was
Nolan.
It was Nolan.
That's what I thought.
No, because Nolan threw himself over there,
Like he tried to like, I don't know like if he just slid, if he tried to make a hit, but anyway, Nolan was the one on his fucking back behind the net.
Yo, their
You should have
fans-
said that, but we
Their
can.
fans were being dicks to Joe.
Really?
Yeah, they're like all like yelling towards Joe and stuff after that one that went off his stick and it.
That was. So,
That was so like that was the
right off of Rosner. Did,
I don't know.
No,
I just know.
No,
like,
that was the one. Actually, that might no because
Was that
like,
the own
it
goal?
went.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that was the one that went towards him. He didn't see it and it hit up and it hit his skate and went in. I was like, fuck.
Yep. After that, I was like, fuck. This
That was
game is
literally where
not
the ref.
going well.
That was literally where the ref was like, that's real. That's just unlucky.
Yeah, it's just straight unlucky. Nah. Are they not? Are they like surrounding the door over there?
Well, they're surrounding.
Like
Is that our locker? Or theirs?
I think no. I think that's their locker.
That's our locker.
Oh yeah, three's their
Three's
locker.
Their locker. We're in two.
Yeah, we're two. So they're around our locker.
No,
just
but it
so-
looked like
they'll
it
just
looked
boo
like they
them.
were.
They're just gonna boo them whenever they walk out.
It looked like they were banging on the doors and stuff. I wasn't sure. I just didn't
Yeah,
want
their
that
fans
to
are
happen.
dicks. I really want to walk over there and punch them in the face.
They're just not as rowdy. Even though that one guy was like, "Oh yeah, like these guys get fucking rowdy."
I mean,
but-
I can't
but
hear
sin-
them,
but
but like
sin-
they're fucking
Well, no.
dicks.
Well, it's since like this is not like a VCU game, that's why they're not packed.
Yeah. A lot of people have asked me like, where are you guys from? Just like
Yeah, what conference are they
Are you guys even a school? like,
in? Are they in a
yeah,
conference that's
last time
higher
I
than us?
checked.
Are they in a better conference than us?
Probably.
Yeah, they are.
Well, I mean they're D1,
Oh, yeah,
so
they are.
Oh, they're D1?
No,
Yeah.
are they D1 or D2?
no, Richmond's D1. It's like they're D1 AA school.
Okay.
Man, there's space heater over here. Yeah, like
Yeah,
the freezer in the box.
Oh, literally, no. Like the ice rink we use, like for our home games, the heater doesn't even work. So like we're just freezing our ass off.
Yeah, I'm pretty cold over
Yeah, I
here.
can't get my toes out.
No, my toes are fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit down, stick my legs over there.
Ugh. Dude, that was oh my god. So Chris, do you think he's gonna play Sorensen anymore tonight, or
Yeah, because he asked the ref, he's like, hey, if he gets any more penalties, will he be suspended or whatnot? And the ref said, I don't know anything about that rule or something.
oh god?
So I think we're gonna play him. Because that was like in high school, yeah. If you got more than
If you got
like five penalties, you
you
were
were
like
suspended.
That's the same with beer league here. 5 penalties and you're gone.
Yeah, I don't know how it is in this league. I don't know.
They're
That
gonna,
heat-
one of the refs gonna ask you.
Sorensen's limited then. He's gonna be limited for this one.
I don't know how it's always the same dude though.
Well, dude, like I said, like.
I don't even know how he got that high stick.
Well, the
He was
high,
on the
He was
ground.
on the ground.
okay, well, okay, so like the high stick, like first of all, I don't understand because he was on the ground, but the kid who was on the ground was not that kid. It was another kid. I was like, wait, what?
They just blame him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's literally.
I would laugh so hard if he wasn't even on the ice and they called him.
Oh no, it was like a line change, like late minutes, like I just got.
And he's
off.
like, I wasn't even on the ice.
He's also been pissing off the refs because he's just like, he's like every time Sorensen's like in the box, I can only imagine he's saying stuff on the ice.
He cannot say anything to them.
Yeah.
They'll automatically give him another penalty.
Yeah,
Really?
they're just gonna be like, oh dude, the next opportunity, he's got it.
That's pretty much what's gonna happen.
I think that's kind of like their mindset. That's why he's got 4 now.
Man, it's so much warmer. Like now that I sat down, like, it's so much warmer. All right, so do you want to say like winning puck battles in the corners and winning face-offs are key to the third period? Something like that.
You can.
Where's my banana?
Shut up! You have a period to play.
Yo. How are you? Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah, it's
Wait, was it actually? Both of them? Oh, dang, okay. I thought it was Johnny, too. We're not going to say
Because, in the words,
I got good news. He can take as many penalties as he wants and still not get kicked out.
All right.
It's the major question.
Don't
Does
piss the coach off, but
it's the major question of will he get suspended next week? I think that's mainly coach's biggest.
I told the coach dude to not like being paid. He was like, I'll take that. And he also said they don't like hitting. I was like, well, you gotta
What, our guys don't like hitting? I mean, we've got a few people who like
We
hitting.
have a few that like hitting. Like 27, he loves to hit, but he just got back. Like this is his first game back all season.
From it, yeah.
From he's had like an upper body injury, and so he's kind of like hesitant to hit right now because he doesn't want to just get hurt again.
Dude, I would just
All right, let's go.
All right.
All right, we are back here in Richmond, getting ready for the third period. Catholic down 2 goals, 5-3, but they are on the man
25 is
advantage
supposed
for
to
the
be-
next
oh, never mind. I didn't see him do it.
151. And Coach Will fired up on the bench before this period gets started. It is Terenzio winning the puck or getting the puck off the face-off rather. Back to Billy, he'll hold it and now skate it out. Over to Rigotti, passes behind and turned over in the neutral zone. Number 3 goes the other way. A big hit by Bronghart. Great to have him back on number 3. Sat 3 down. And Catholic will now take it back the other way. It is Duchesne. Duchesne splitting the defenders. He's in a shot. Great poke check away from number 18. And avoided a penalty there too as number 18. It's Rigotti. He gets it down low to Sorensen. Sorensen trying to get it to Terenzio and unable to do so with 55 seconds left, and that is in the power play, and that is cleared out. Catholic trying to bring it up, but turned over in neutral zone. And number 6 will bring it in for Richmond. Able to hold it in the corner and trying to get it back out to his defenseman. Held up along the boards with 32 seconds left, and now it is Terenzio going the other way. Terenzio brings it in, dumps it in and around, back out the other side to Duchesne, who will send it back the other way. Rigotti is waiting there for it, sends it down below the net, and he'll hit number 21 below the net, who is waiting there with the puck. Now back up to Cassidy. Cassidy over to Rigotti. 8 seconds left on the power play as Rigotti holds. Now looking for a lane. Rigotti finds it. Back up to Sorensen. Sorensen with the shot. And that one just went wide as the penalty ends. 8-0-3. 10 coming the other way on a 2-on-1. The crossing pass from 10 got tipped up by Cassidy and didn't go. Now it's Duchesne who possesses. Duchesne moving it through center. And will dump it in and go for the change. The second line coming out here, changed up a little bit. Martel out there with Cassidy and Gizzard. Pizzaferato and Behringer on the defensive side as Richmond will bring it in. It is number 7 for Richmond. That gets tipped up in the air, and it's Behringer taking it out. The defenseman will dump it in, and Cassidy will pursue it. He won't get there first, though, but he'll fight for it along the boards. Richmond will come out with it. Number 7 had it for Richmond. Almost stolen away by Gizzard, but now Richmond has a 2-on-2 the other way. Number 12 for Richmond takes a shot, glove down by Algaretti. 16:59 left in the game. 5-3 the advantage to Richmond. Thank you all so much for listening so far today. Our maxed out was at 69, I believe. So very happy to have all of you listening in on your Saturday night. Catholic will win the faceoff in the defensive zone, and it is Pizzaferato bringing it into the offensive zone. It is turned over and sent back out to center. And Behringer will send it back in. An icing called there as Behringer was trying to get it to Pizzaferato, his fellow defenseman who is up on the play. Pizzaferato unable to make the touch. And he'll come back out to the right of Algaretti. 16:30 left in the third. It's Rigotti taking the face-off. He'll win it back to Behringer. Behringer tried to move it up along the boards, unable to do so. A centering pass, a follow-up chance, and that was shut down by Joe Algaretti in front as he was on his stomach, able to make that save. Great stuff there as he has just continued to impress all night, even though he's given up the 5 goals. 5-3 still remains the score at 16-19. What are you seeing so far in this third period?
Well, as we've seen all game, we've seen some great saves by Joe. He's playing great. Offensively, they've had some moments, especially we saw Travis Duchesne trying to get in there as well as Cassidy. Just so right now, Catholic just needs to get that spark off on the offensive side, and then they'll get going here.
It is Duchesne taking a slapper right high off of the chest of the Richmond goaltender. And it is Richmond who will control. Number 3, bringing it in. Number 3 shot gets picked down by PJ Keegan. A centering pass stopped by the stick of Algaretti, and it's Cassidy the other way. Cassidy looking, driving to the net. A shot, pass, and shot from Sorensen that hit off the post. And Richmond now going the other way. Played away by Keegan as they entered the zone. And back out. Richmond possesses in their own defensive zone. And now does this cross-ice pass. That will go for an icing. Richmond arguing it as Algaretti did come out of the crease just momentarily but never touched it. And we'll get stoppage of play, and the puck will come all the way back to the other end of the ice in favor of Catholic with 15-16 left in the game with a 2-goal disadvantage to Catholic.
And just saw the official having a little quick word with the Richmond head coach. So referees definitely are not having it by either of the coaches tonight anymore.
It is one off the face-off by Richmond and set back down towards the Catholic side of the ice. Terenzio fighting for it along the boards. Now Artel will join in, and Richmond will possess it here. Richmond back up top, number 21, a slapper. It changed direction twice on Algaretti. He was still able to make the save there. And Catholic able to get it to center. Puck now set back in, low along the boards. It is Rosner giving number 29 some physicality there. Now a shot in from number 6, hit up high off of Algaretti. Rebound comes back behind the net, held, crossing pass does not go as Algaretti's stick was in the way, tipped it forward, and Catholic able to get it out with 14:08 left in the game. Number 6 bringing it in again on Jake Rosner. A shot, a follow-up chance, and a great glove save by Algaretti. He was already down in his butterfly, had to bring that. Yeah, had to bring that glove all the way up to make the save, and he did so to stonewall number 29 there. Great opportunity, and Algaretti, he's been having a night tonight.
This is his game, despite the goals he's giving up. This is his game in terms of the amazing amount of saves and the style of saves that he's made this entire game.
It is Richmond, number 6 again. A shot. Hit the pad of Algaretti. Now back behind the net, and we get a stoppage as looks like possibility of the net being knocked off. And we'll reset that there with 13:38, 5-3 Richmond. It is. Who's that taking the face off? That is.
It was Cassidy, but now it looks like switching out for Duchesne.
Cassidy kicked out of the face-off circle. Duchesne will lose the face-off. Rebound attempt in front, and that'll score. A quick shot, bounce back out, about 10 feet out from Algaretti, who is already on the ice, and it is a 3-goal lead.
8 from 10 and 17.
8 with the goal there. That is, let's see. Is that Maxwell again?
Number 8? No, it looks like that was.
DePero?
The goal was scored by McKee.
Oh, McGee. Sorry, 18. My bad. And that is his first goal of the season for Richmond State. 18 bringing it in again here at the shot. That goes wide as he came in with speed. 13:20 left. Again, it's 6-3 in favor of Richmond in a hard-fought game here at the Richmond Ice Zone. We get a stoppage of play as Richmond touches up, and it looks like a penalty in favor of the Cardinals. Number 12 coming off for cross-checking. He's shaking his head and not happy with the refs here. So, yeah, like I said earlier, I was praising the refs. Now I'm reeling it back. Some interesting calls here. I didn't see anything particular on that Richmond penalty, but we'll take it down 3.
That's kind of been how the whole game has been, just penalties out of nowhere called by the refs, where you just kind of wondered, how was that a penalty? Or where did that penalty even occur?
Exactly. No, very true.
Detroit, right there. Nope.
It is cleared down, and Brongard will bring it back up with 1:40 left in the power play. Brongard below the net. The defenseman drops it back off to Sorensen. Sorensen, he's got space. He'll pass it up to Rigotti at point. Rigotti over to Brongard. Brongard cycles and gets it over to, I believe that's now Duchesne below the net. Duchesne's pass in front has no receiver, and is a 2-on-1, now a 2-on-2 the other way. A shot that's saved by the shoulder of Algaretti, and the glove was there. With 1:11 in this man advantage to Catholic, we get a defensive zone face-off for the Cardinals. Cassidy, Brongard, Rigotti, Duchesne, and Terenzio out there as the power play unit. It is Richmond possessing off the face-off with 1:01 left in this power play to Catholic, and they'll dump it back in. Terenzio drops it behind the net for Brongard. Now it is Rigotti taking it. Rigotti through center. Trying to find a lane, he'll dump it in. And it is Duchesne possessing for the Cardinals. Duchesne back around to Rigotti. Rigotti from the stick side of the goaltender. Right above the face-off circle. Now over to Brongard. Brongard gets a shot off, it's blocked. And it is Rigotti just barely keeping it from going all the way down the ice off the clear attempts after Brongard's blocked shot. Now it's cleared all the way down. And Algaretti will play it up to Duchesne. The penalty expiring for Richmond. So we are back at even strength with 11:04. Catholic down 6-3. A hit behind the net of Richmond by number 27, Billy Brongard, as he is looking to be physical here late in this game. Again, hard after his upper body injury that he's been plagued with all season, but still looking to be physical out there as we get an icing call against Richmond with 10:43 left in the game. It seems like Catholic has kind of lost a step out there on that power play at least.
They just kind of lost their footing there a little bit. Kind of just overall, just like we just saw right there, just losing the puck a little bit away from them. It's just, and also we've been seeing that all game too.
It is in the defensive zone for Catholic. Another save by Algaretti, and now Ross Artell bringing it the other way. Ross has had a pretty good game himself. It is lost by the Cardinals in the offensive zone and brought back the other way from Richmond. A shot to the gut of Algaretti, and he will hold there for a stoppage of play with 10:09 left in the game, with Catholic having this trailing 3 goals. Sorensen coming off here, switching with the second line. He looks still frustrated. We got a correction on the call that it was, the official call was that Sorensen was called for that high stick. He was actually on the ground during the play. It should have gone to Behringer instead. Catholic in the offensive zone. It is Pizzaferato trying to get it in deep and unable to do so. We get a stoppage of play though here, and hand pass by the offense will have an in-zone face-off. Bronhard and PJ Keegan out there on the defensive side with that second line. A shot from Brongard, and that's stopped by number 33, the goalkeeper for Richmond. 9:39. It is Brigatti taking the face-off. Brigatti fighting for it here. Catholic will win it back to Keegan. Keegan's shot gets deflected and into the corner. Richmond trying to get it out now, and they do. It's number 12 taking it the other way. Number 12's pass had a man offsides, and so we'll get a stoppage there with 9:21. 7 was in before the play and never received the. If the pass had been on target, would have been onside. It's a little bit behind and cause for the offsides. Cassidy loses the face-off of the first line, back out on the ice. It is Richmond in center, sat down is number 15 by Behringer, and a breakaway here by Cassidy. Cassidy, it was a forehand, backhand shut down by the goalkeeper to keep a 3-goal advantage for Richmond. Now Cassidy again, that time he shoots it right in the gut, and the goalkeeper again able to make the save. Cassidy just not able to pick his place on that second shot. Great attempt on the first, but the goalie just beat him.
And prior to that first attempt by Cassidy, it was set up thanks to a big hit by Billy, hitting one of the Richmond defenders, able to free the puck up for Cassidy.
Definitely, and Bronhard both sat the player down and also was able to possess the puck. Now, puck in almost just went wide of the Richmond goal, sent in by Keegan there. Catholic still possessing. It's down low to Duchesne. Duchesne looking for a pass up top. Sends it through the paint. No one there. Catholic still able to fight for it along the boards as Keegan dives to keep it in. He's still there. Keegan fighting for it along the blue line. He's working hard. All 5-6 of them, 5-5. Keegan, great play there to allow his other players to get in position instead of creating an odd-man break. He fought hard. Richmond in the offensive zone. Turned over, it's Duchesne, and Duchesne takes it out with speed. Gets it up to Cassidy. Cassidy goes to the corner, looking for someone to pass it to, and the pass goes through the center of the ice. Now Richmond going the other way. At neutral, Sorensen and number 24 get tangled up, but no call. And it is Duchesne in the neutral zone for Catholic. Puts it, tries to put it through the legs of his own player. A tripping by Richmond on another Richmond player caused a scrum at the blue line, and Richmond able to come away with it.
Not gonna lie, John, that was kind of funny.
Just tangled sticks there and tangled skates. Richmond, it's number 18.
Welcome to Richmond hockey.
Now down below the net, we have a comment from our scorekeeper. Welcome to Richmond hockey. A little funny. 7:07 left in the game. Catholic in the offensive zone. A shot shut down by the pad of the goalkeeper. Now loose puck. Corralled by Richmond and taken out. 6-3 still to score. As Catholic tries to get something going here in the final 7. Strenzio will dump it in. Richmond will get there first and back out to center. It's Jake Rosner who collects. Sends it over to Rigatti. Rigatti hustling to keep possession. He'll get it down low to Artel. Artel fighting for it along the boards. Now back up to Rigatti. Rigatti has it stripped from him. And it's a 3-on-2 the other way. Great play by Terenzio. He put his body into it, and we have a call coming. Not sure which way this is going to be. Offsides. Thank you. Offsides coming as Terenzio stood tall in that blue line. A great defensive play by him to get that neutral zone face-off and stop that odd-man break. It's Will to Shook out there to take the face-off. He'll lose it to Shook, a hustler out there on that third line. The sophomore brings a lot of good leadership, a lot of probably one of the most improved players I've seen from last season is to Shook. Catholic, it is hits a Ferrato in his own zone, trying to get it up to Canali. Canali did not see the puck, and it's stripped and taken the other way. A shot in, high, and behind the net, off of Algaretti. Now loose to Shook, is battling for it along the boards, and Behringer will bring it out and send it to center, where it's possessed by number 16 for Richmond. Richmond in neutral, it's number 6 now. Number 6 looking for room. Doesn't really find it. Sends it over to number 18. Shot got blocked down. And Catholic will get it to Will Shook at center. Shook is pushed off the puck. And now number 10 the other way with 3 men. Number 4, a shot, a follow-up chance, a rebound. No, says the ref. As Algaretti came well out of the net. I don't know how that one ended up in his glove there. Looked like he got his stick. He came well out of the net. The puck got in behind him to the Richmond player. Algaretti again diving back behind him, got his stick in there, possibly up off the stick, possibly just straight into the glove. As there was plenty of daylight that the Richmond player had, and Algaretti was there anyways. Catholic off the face-off. It's Duchesne on a 2-on-2 with Sorensen. Duchesne creating his own opportunities, taking a shot that had a good chance on that one, but hit off the pad of number 33 in net for Richmond. Now number 4 the other way. Behringer Bronhard giving him trouble. Number 4 still able to get it into the offensive zone. Quickly cleared out back to center and touched in by Richmond. It's Keegan. Keegan gets it back out. Duchesne has a chance. He's got a step. A shot just off the toe of the Richmond goaltender and back out. Billy puts it back in, and the Cardinal players will clear out because of the delayed offsides. Cleared in by Richmond. A miscommunication by Keegan and Algaretti, and now Algaretti has to struggle to cover that one up and get a stoppage of play in the defensive zone. 4:11 left in the game, still that 6-3 lead from Richmond. Been fortunate enough to only call one defeat this year for the Cardinals, and hopefully we won't have to We won't have to call another one here. It is Rigotti taking the face-off for the Cards. He'll lose it. And number 16 will take a slap shot from the point and cleared out by Catholic all the way down, and we will get an icing with 3:59 left in the game. It is going to be to the left, the glove side of Algaretti. Number 15 taking it for Richmond. Number 7, Kevin Rigotti taking it for Catholic. A shot in off the face-off. A scramble by Algaretti. Algaretti lost his stick, but Catholic able to get it out. It's Rosner sending one towards the net. Now Gisard. Gisard's shot does not go. Goes well wide and weak. Catholic still fighting for it. Now it's won by Richmond. And Richmond will send it in. Number 22, a shot that goes wide. Now it's Gisard. Gisard will get it to Artel, who will tip it to Rigotti, but a little bit too far in front for him. Richmond brings it in. Richmond looking for a lane. Rigotti will give number 22 a shove, and Catholic had an opportunity to take the puck the other way. Now it's back to number 35 for Richmond. A nice tap away from Jake Rosner. It's a 3-on-2 for the Cardinals. Gisard gets it tipped off his stick, sends it around the boards, but no one was on the opposite side. And now Catholic able to win it off the board, surprisingly there. 2:45 left in the game, 6-3. As Catholic still possesses in the offensive zone. Now it comes out with a 3-on-2 the other way. It's number 29. He'll put on the brakes and wait. 29 looking for a lane, and a crossing pass, and a shot that beats the sprawling Algaretti for Richmond's 7th goal with 2:30. And Algaretti deserves better there. I think a defeated defense
21 and 17
allowed that one to go. Not what you wanted to see, not the way you wanted to end here for the Cardinals. Great efforts throughout this game until the last couple of minutes. Still trying to work on getting things done out here, but I think Richmond got the best of Catholic today, despite some great efforts by Algaretti, Ross Artel, and Kevin Rigotti. And now Algaretti was hit on the end of that play, and we get a stoppage.
No fight?
I think it was incidental
They're sending
contact.
Will to Shook into the penalty box.
Not exactly sure what that penalty was about. And Algaretti looks to be okay. We get a slashing against Tashuk. And Catholic will be on the defense for almost the rest of this game. On the penalty kill for the rest of this game. With there's only 2:13 left here at Richmond.
And they got Will Tashuk on the penalty for a slashing call.
Yeah. Face off one. Richmond calling for an interference. I can kind of see why, as Algaretti was reaching and tripped a player in an effort to get to the puck. Very deep below the net. It is Duchesne getting physical there. And now it's Richmond the other way. Richmond a shot. That doesn't go. A centering opportunity. Hit hard in the corner was one of the Catholic players. And a diving Algaretti makes the save as he stacked the pads and then made the save with his upper body in the end to keep that one out on the penalty kill. Catholic with it in neutral. It's Brongard. Brongard will bring it in and just dump it deep with 1:05 left in the penalty, 1:14 left in the game. It's Richmond in neutral. Number 18 will bring it through. Richmond looking. It is number 15. Richmond calling for a man, too many men on the ice, but no call there. A centering pass from Richmond, stolen away, and Duchesne will take it 1-on-3. Disadvantage for Duchesne. He's got a pickpocketed with 33 seconds left in the penalty. 42 seconds left in the game. A shot blocked down in front. A hit on number 3. Another shot. And we get a stoppage of play there. Number 3 went sprawling through center ice after not quite sure. Bronhard looks to be in the area. We can probably credit that one to him.
Most likely. You know Billy. He always likes to be physical.
23 seconds left in the man advantage for Richmond. 35 seconds left in the game as Richmond leads by 4. Below the, around the face-off dot is the puck sent in, blocked down. Algaretti had his sight completely taken away on that one. I believe it hit a body up front. Number 3 possesses with 3 seconds left on the power play. And now it is taken away by Terenzio as he fights for along the boards. Penalty expires, 8 seconds left in the game. Still along the boards, 5 seconds. And I believe it'll just stay there until the end. Yes, it does. And we will get pushing and shoving there at the end as Terenzio goes down in a heap. And they are trying to, bench is almost cleared there at the end of that just because of the end of the game. Fighting is an ejectable offense. Game was over, so I'm not sure how the refs are going to deal with this. Get a 1-game suspension. But it looks like they'll just...
Looks like they're just waving that all off, just ignoring that little altercation afterwards.
Definitely. So a rough third period, probably created by some unlucky bounces in that second. Great play by Richmond all around throughout the game. Catholic definitely only played a solid, 50 minutes, 45. Once it got into later in the third period, as a team, Catholic did not stick together as that deficit got larger. But Algaretti definitely gets a star here today as he played just brilliantly out.
Yeah, Algaretti had an amazing game tonight. Like, just first of all, the amount of saves he had was tremendous, and then
Do we
just
have
the
a
style.
shutout or no?
Sadly, we do not have the total.
Please tell me you got me beer.
Yeah. Oh. And just like that, Bronhard, the captain, very happy
Coming over to see us
not
afterwards.
Not have anything else left to do in this game, and very happy to have a drink on the way home.
But back to our conversation, John. Yeah, Algaretti did have a great game with just the amount of saves and the style of saves he had overall. Billy Bronhard, once again, playing physical during the game.
Great to have him back. Hopefully we'll have him back for senior night tomorrow night.
So that'll be great. So that'll be great. It's great having him back now. Overall, Catholic did not play overall as a well-balanced team as we've seen them throughout the year. Their second period was by far probably their best one all game. Really didn't answer as much to the call in the third period that they should have following the second. Just overall, their offensive game really struggled out of everything. If you had to look at what area was the most need of improvement in that standpoint. We saw they got the puck away from them every time once they hit the neutral zone or the offensive zone for them, especially once they passed the blue line. They did take a lot of shots. A couple went wide. A lot just were made by great saves by the Richmond goalie.
Richmond goalie was solid throughout the night.
He did an amazing job, only giving up 3 goals, and he did take on a lot of shots. Not many as Joe did, but he did take on a lot of shots against Catholic.
Wasn't forced to make
He did not have to throw his body out like Joe did. There's no doubt Joe's going to be waking up with a couple bumps and bruises and a lot of sores. Like, his whole body's going to be hurting tomorrow, folks. If his parents are listening, I do recommend you probably ship him some Advil because he's probably going to need it. But overall, hopefully Catholic can get their offensive game back in a rhythm for their next game, and hopefully we can get to see that high-scoring offense that we all love to see, especially and we'll also be getting Vaughn and Wallace back for our next game as well.
And for all those who are still listening, do expect to if you would like to hear this game again, we will be posting it on the CUA Ice Hockey Fan Club YouTube page. So again, that's CUA Ice Hockey Fan Club. Search that, and we have Mr. Duchesne has been gracious enough to be running that for us and getting most of the game audio and some of the game tape up for us as well. So go out and search that if you want any highlight bit from this game or most of the others. The only games that we don't have on there, I believe, are the ones from the tournament a couple months ago. So I think that about does it from us, doesn't it?
Yep. Now we're just gonna pack it up here. I know all the guys are definitely eager to get back on the bus and get ready for this fun 2-hour bus ride we're about to have going our way. So hopefully it goes well and fast for us, as the guys just definitely want to get home and just start resting up and start working towards their next game.
And I didn't get dinner, and I know there's a Wawa about a block away, so definitely.
Best believe the team will definitely be stopping there to get some sandwiches.
All right, so thank you so much, all of you, for listening. Again, we had 69 listeners today, so thank you for every single one of you. My name is John Shepis, here with Ryan Beluda and background commentary from Chris Forte.
We'll try to edit him out the next time. We apologize.
And please listen in back next Friday for our senior night game at Fort DuPont, and that's a 9:45 start time. So please listen in, and you have a wonderful rest of your long weekend here.
What the fuck was that slashing call?
Oh, hand me those beers. You left this paper towel. I'm gonna use it.
He looked in. The guy that came to go with the bucket looked in and was like looking at the beers, looked at me. I'm like, oh, you can have everything but. And then
Where there's the older guy, right? Not like old, but like.
No, not the young guy who's sitting here with us.
Yeah.
Oh, you can have everything but.
And Billy, like,
No, dude. I'm fucking talking on the air, and Billy fucking skates over, puts his head to the hole. Please tell me you got me beer.
They heard that. His parents heard that. His parents are.
Oh, his parents would have loved it.
No, his parents are like,